I don't know about y'all, but I've been waiting years for the big. But since that's not till September 10th, I've been trying to scratch the itch without playing Satisfactory. I've been playing other games to feed that hunger. And at first, I tried some puzzle games, but as soon as I started to get stuck, I just kind of gave up and quit. So I think I might be looking at things from the wrong perspective. So I wanted to sit down and play games that are more cerebral. So I went to games closer to Satisfactory. So of course I played Factorio, but as soon as I tried to automate anything, the amount of work just felt so huge that I just quit. So next, I went to Dyson Sphere Project, and as soon as I had to scale up, I wasn't feeling it, and I was like, damn, that's some work. Now, I know that makes me sound lazy. It's because I am. I like to think of myself as the video game journalist of the group because I just play it to get the feel for it. And I feel like every time a game starts to really challenge me, I just kind of give up most of the time. I think I just might have a fragile gamer ego. Well, then it hit me. I had a genius idea. Why don't I play Zagatronics games? They're both part puzzle game and thinking game. So as I always do, I started with SHENZHEN. Then I remember I don't know how to code, and I'm not reading a 47-page manual on how to play a game. I don't know why I always open SHENZHEN like I'm actually going to play it, because I never get anywhere. Like, in theory, my brain likes this game, but my brain quits and turns off every time I open it. But then it dawned on me that Zagatronics also made Infinite Factory, and I played it a few years ago, but I never really got into it. Perfect time to sit down and try it. So I went and bought it, and about 10 minutes later, I was refunding it. So I was just kind of like, dang, I don't know what to play. But luckily, the Steam Fest happened to be that week, and I downloaded a bunch of demos of games that looked really cool, and honestly, I didn't open half of them. But one of them I did open was Tunnet, and I played it for maybe like 15-20 minutes, closed the demo, and went and bought the game. Now, while I really enjoyed Tunnet, I have to say that I hate playing Minecraft, but I love voxel-based games for some reason. And if that game has digging, I really do enjoy it. I legit only play Minecraft to dig and build pickaxes and nothing more. So that's why it's not a great experience for me. But Tunnet is a little indie game with a modest heart. You play as some random robot picked out of a line of thousands of robots. You are given the amazingly simple task of connecting a network of mainframes and routers via tunnels that you yourself create. And the more mainframes you connect, the more money you collect. And then, in turn, you can dig more. I absolutely love the concept of just connecting, digging. And this game has a really eerie vibe. As you dig in these dimly lit tunnels and you hear all these ominous noises, it's fun. It gives you a am I alone type vibe. And you never really know what to expect. And if you're not organized, you can end up trapped in a labyrinth of your own design. And I know that for a fact. This game is short as hell, but I can't stop restarting because I keep rethinking how to make my tunnels more effective and more usable. And I just restart so I no longer have to look at these ugly tunnels that I made. While there are things that spice up the gameplay, and well, I say spice up, it's more like make it more complicated. There's like routers, network switch boxes, antiviruses, just a whole bunch of stuff that build on each other to make the game more interesting. And speaking of interesting, I found the world very interesting, and I found myself trying to immerse myself in the game and like reading every little note I found. I ended up being totally enthralled in this little world that these worker robots live in, even though it's like really weird and almost goofy, but super serious and like I said, really eerie. Overall, Tunnet is a very simple concept, but wrapped up in a package that makes it so enjoyable. I really recommend that you give this game a try, and if not the full game, maybe just, play the demo a little. But after my latest soft log, I just decided to move on. I wasn't really bored, but I was just kind of too lazy to look up what to do. After putting this game down, I was once again on the search looking for something new to play. And after doing absolutely nothing, a game just kind of popped up on my feed. Now, this game describes itself as a train RTS resource management game, and all I saw was train, factory, automation, and I knew I had a winner. This game in particular is Railgrade, and it's an isometric railway builder. The concept at hand is that there are resources that need to be moved from factory to factory by train. Now, there is a sandbox game mode where you can kind of just pick whatever you want, but the main mode of this game is via scenarios, and honestly, it was really refreshing to have that amount of structure. Even if the levels are repetitive, there's always something different to mix things up. The name of the game is Speed, and it's a race against the clock to optimize your trains to move products as fast as possible to score the highest rank. The goal is to achieve economic success by fulfilling contracts, whether that's delivering or helping the population grow. You are only constrained by the amount of income or debt that you have. You need money to make money. This game, I really enjoyed myself, and I felt that no obstacle was impossible. Even if it was to deliver 50 wire in 2 minutes, I was like, yeah, I could totally do this. I'm getting this S rank, and that was never the case, but I never really felt discouraged while playing this. Even if the allotted time for an S rank was what felt like a really long time, I really just enjoyed the minute-to-minute gameplay. And I feel like the levels were always interesting to see how everything played and figured out, and they even threw a few puzzle levels in there, and I really enjoyed that. I feel like I gravitated to these games over any other ones due to the fact that they weren't a one-for-one replacement of Satisfactory, but instead gave me what I like from Satisfactory in a completely different package. For example, Tunnet made me feel like I was exploring in Satisfactory again, and diving through the caves, and having to lay power lines again, and I really liked this feeling. It felt like all this was like training with Mr. Miyagi to prepare me for the launch of Satisfactory. When I play Satisfactory, I tend to quickly throw down production lines just to get them started and come back later and load balance. And I felt like I was doing the same thing in Railgrade, but I was throwing down tracks and trains, and I'll come back and optimize this later. While I wasn't interested in the trains themselves, the resource management and load balancing are like my favorite things to do in Satisfactory. Overall, Railgrade combined these elements of transportation management, resource optimization, and strategic planning, and provided it in a complex and engaging gameplay experience that I honestly haven't fallen off of, and I am still playing regularly. But sadly, I tripped and fell down a totally different rabbit hole that I will gladly tell you guys about in hopefully my next video. And my name's Dan, and it was nice talking to you guys today.